Hello, sir. Good, how are you? Well, I'm a 500px based photographer. I live in this area. I don't have a driver's license or a car. And
You talked at Notre Dame?
I think so. Um, I am affiliated with the university. So do you work for St. Joseph County or what?
I work for Roseland.
Oh,
I work for Notre Dame too, but that's where I've seen you.
so if you're working for Roseland, why are you responding to something here?
Because the county's all tied up, so we help them out when they're busy.
Ah, so someone called because they were suspicious of me, I guess.
Yep.
Ah,
Just checking on you.
well, you realize that this is a First Amendment protected activity, right?
Yeah, I'm not telling you you're gonna stop me. I'm just asking if you're okay. I saw you hitting yourself when I was.
Oh, well, I have high functioning autism, so I do stimming behaviors.
Oh, awesome.
It's a disorder which is related to Tourette syndrome. Obviously, stimming and ticking aren't the same thing. But you know, whenever there's excitement or something like that, my nervous system sort of goes haywire, so I might jump around or something like that, and they call that stimming.
Okay.
And I'm not always aware. And so your name is something Novelli, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, are you by any chance aware of the Mishawaka police officer that lives on this street here who has habitually stopped strangers just walking down this street?
I am not aware of anything like that.
Well, I've actually been stopped by that person before, and they tell me that I have no business photographing or video recording anything on that street because I don't live there and I don't know anyone that does live there.
Yeah, they
And
might not like it, but it's legal.
they might not like it, but it's legal. Yes. So there is technically a chance that you guys might get called out in the future over him dealing with me, because I actually had a conversation with the guy that lives in this house about him, and he was telling me that the person is a jerk and he just stops strangers that live on that street just because he's never seen them before. And it's not legal for them to do that, right?
No, not really. Unless they're just stopping to talk to you, they can stop and talk to you.
Yeah, well, the first thing the person ever said was he was a police officer. He came up behind me in plain clothing and said that. And he got my ID and everything. And of course, I know about the First Amendment. And so I knew that I had a legal right to be there, but
Yeah, as long as you're not on their property.
yes. So
What's your plan now?
my plan is to go back and do another photograph at this construction site down there, and then I'm gonna go home and upload some videos to YouTube. This definitely turned into an interesting day.
Yeah, I think they called us that you were driving around their building taking pictures.
I don't have a driver's license or a car.
No, on your bike. Right.
Yeah, my bike. I was not going around the building. I was just on different parts of this sidewalk here.
Oh, okay. All right, well, you have a good night, okay?
All right.
Yeah, just because taking pictures out here is legal doesn't mean it's not going to cause a stir with some people. People aren't going to like it, and you don't want to get stuck in a confrontation with somebody, right?
Yes.
So,
Now, I just figured I would make you aware of the situation with the officer. Unfortunately, I was not video recording the first time I had an altercation with him. So I've gotten into the habit of recording whenever I do photography of any sort on dead-end streets, now that I've had that confrontation. Well, this place has very interesting landscaping on the outside of it, and I'm stuck here most of the time in this area, and you know, there's just a whole bunch of houses and flat buildings and everything in this area, and so it's kind of hard to get interesting looking nature shots or landscape photographs in this area unless I'm photographing into somebody's yard or photographing the bushes or landscaping in someone's front yard. So if I had a driver's license in a car, I would be able to, you know, go as far as Indianapolis occasionally. I'm occasionally able to take the South Shoreline train to different places, but I can't do that every day. I work full-time and I'm working on developing a website, etc. So on top of that, I've also got family, and so I can't just go wherever I want to willy-nilly. I just have to stay in this area most of the time.
You're all good though. You don't need anything from me?
I do not need any help.
Okay.
So your badge number is?
142.
142?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You have a good night, all right?
You seem like you could be a good friend, so I might try to get in touch with you in the future.
Okay. You take care, all right?
Yeah, you too.
Wow, that guy must have really been suspicious. He was taking photographs and beating his head.
That was the funniest thing I've heard all day.